I'm really rich.
Hey, this is Tommy McClellan, and you're listening to Talking with Tommy on WICR.
I live in a van down by the river.
Ever wonder what type of shampoo Donald Trump uses? I'm talking about that and more, including topics like what your grandmother had for lunch and why God has a freaky sense of fashion. So stay tuned, because it's all happening live.
I'm gonna do it.
My mama said that. My mama said that.
This is
Hi, this is Victor Cruz, Super Bowl champion New York Giants, and I got to get my ICTV.
We're back. This is Piero's Power Play. This will be our final segment of the afternoon. Are you ready, Mike?
I am very ready.
Things got a little heated in the last segment. I don't know if we can keep this going on, man.
Yeah.
My blood pressure can't take this anymore.
Boiling.
Oh. Here we go. Mark Teixeira says he can play 5 more years in the MLB. And shout out to Chad Jennings for reporting this article to us today. Today could have been his final spring training with the Yankees, and we were just talking over the break how I don't think that the Yankees will take this guy back up. Mike, what do you think?
We're in agreement. I don't think the Yankees want him. He's battered. He's not. He's injury ridden. He's not worth the money. Maybe you sign him to another 1-year deal just because he's been on the team for a while, right? How long has he been on the team?
Since 2009. He's been a Yankee since 2009. He helped the Yankees get to that World Series.
You know, maybe you sign him for another year just as fan service and as transition to transition into these younger players, and let them get some experience from a guy like this. But I can't see him playing for 5 years.
Yeah, 5 years is a little too much. He's asking his body for a little too much. This guy's had constant wrist injuries, hand injuries.
He's saying he's going to be able to play until 2021.
Until he's 40.
2021.
Until he's 40. He's 35 now. I just don't see it. He would love to play baseball for 5 more years, but you know what? Everyone goes through this as a major league athlete. You want to keep playing. It's all you've known.
Yeah,
it's okay to be scared for the future, but you've got to sit down and realize, listen, your body is not the same body it was when you were 20, 21 years old when you first broke out into the league. And it's sad that these guys don't accept that early on until they face major injuries. Like, look at Randy Johnson. Guy pitched till he was 46 years old or something, and then look at him now. He was just a broken down figure of what he was in the early 90s, you know?
Yep. He had some good years though, Randy.
He did, but I don't think that
with the Yankees
changing. Yeah, I feel like he was okay with the Yankees. He was a shell of the man he used to be.
Yeah,
I think he maxed out at Arizona, but back to Teixeira, he's had his best years in pinstripes.
His best years are definitely behind him, though.
Yeah, despite the year he had with the Texas Rangers and Anaheim, the Angels.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic season with them before coming to New York. He spent a little time in Atlanta. Did all right there, too.
That's where he earned his money.
Yeah. I mean, this guy's had a great baseball career. He has nothing to be ashamed of, for sure.
Not at all.
And the Yankees might give him a 1-year contract. It doesn't help that Greg Bird is out for this season, because then they're looking forward and say, well, we're going to bring up Birdie to the majors. But what if Bird gets hurt again? What if he doesn't come back the same guy after this injury? There's a lot going on, and Cashman his brain's on fire thinking of things of what to do for this team.
Can't imagine having that job.
I would not want to be the general manager for the New York Yankees. Shout out to Cashman. A lot of people give him trouble. But you know what? He's working hard, and he's trying to make this team good because everyone wants to bring back the glory days. Everyone wants to bring back that
winning nature of the Yankees.
That coveted number 28 is what we're looking for. You know,
28, man. It's a big number.
We might get there. We'll see. But Teixeira, I just don't know. He's looking at his career. He's averaged 150 games a year, and I just don't see this guy coming back. Maybe another team will want to take a gamble on him. Maybe he could go back to Atlanta.
Another AL team. I don't think an NL team's going to take.
He's got a DH. Yeah, he's got a DH somewhere. Who knows if in 5 years
maybe
the NL isn't taking a DH?
Maybe he could play another 5 years if he's just a DH. Maybe. But
Yeah.
that's if his numbers are consistent and he doesn't
Like a
pull anything in his
Vladimir
legs.
Guerrero ended his career in Baltimore as a DH. Who knows? This guy could probably do the same thing.
Playing for the Ducks and
He's just gonna keep doing one and done
Long Island.
contracts and see what happens. You know.
yeah.
I just don't see this guy playing first base for more than 2 or 3 years.
A lot of things can happen.
And I
in a
don't
year.
see him on the New York Yankees past this season. I'd be shocked if they kept him. If they kept him, it's going to be for a 1-year deal, and they might be able to trade him away. Who knows? They should. It's just.
Could be
You
a
can never
valuable trade
tell.
asset.
You just can never tell. The guy gets hurt too much, and it'd be hard to trade him. But if they can go ahead with that route, I say go for it. Go for it. He's been great to the fans. The fans in New York love him.
Yeah.
He's helped. He helps Harlem 125th a lot with he started a baseball league in New York. He's helped it a lot. He sponsors it.
That.
Yeah, he's been a great guy for the community. He's loved in New York. But sadly, I think Teixeira's time is done. It's time for him to move on. Maybe he'll find a spot on the Mets
No,
if he wants to stay in New York
I
that
don't
bad.
really want him on the Mets,
But
to be
you're
honest.
right. I think the guy needs to be on an AL team. He's got to find the best fit for him so he could continue to be a DH. So that's going to bring an end to our show today. This is Pairo's Power Play. We'll be here next week. Thank you, Mike, for coming on today.
Of course.
So this is Pairo's Power Play. We'll be here Wednesdays at 2 o'clock. You know the deal. This is WYCR. Thank you guys for tuning in. Be safe out there. Have a good one.
You're listening to WICR, Iona College Radio.
In the last 2 hours, I've lost my job, my apartment, my car, and my girlfriend.